Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. I'm so sorry it's been quite a while. Went on my trip and then I had some health issues that I'm still recovering from, but I'm doing quite a bit better. So this is my first video back and I hope you guys enjoy. I'm going to show you something that really anybody can do. So we're gonna start. I have no makeup on my face, so I'm just gonna start with primer, foundation, you know, the basics. When it comes to your proms and your graduations, if you're going to be getting photos taken, which, let's be honest, most people are, you really want definition in your face. And when it comes to pictures, you need a little bit more than what you would normally think to show up in your pictures. So your foundation your foundation isn't as important, especially if you have like normal or clear skin. You just need a base, but your contouring, your blush, that type of stuff does need to be a little bit stronger just so they add that definition in the skin. Sorry, the face, not the skin. I am combination skin. I am going to go ahead and I'm going to use my mattifying primer from Alycia. So I'm still using the same one. I don't know, I'm sure if you've seen my other videos, you saw that mine is cut in half because I'm running low on it. Still going. That's how much is left in the bottom. So make sure that if it's a container that you can cut open when it comes to like your primers and stuff like that, cut it open, see how much is sitting on the bottom that you can still use, just so you're not wasting any of your product. And I always like to use a brush with my primer. You can definitely use your fingers, whatever you prefer. So now the next step, you've got your primer on, is your foundation. If you want more of a full foundation, definitely go for it, especially if you do have more imperfections in the skin that you're wanting to cover. Otherwise, just pick your favorite foundation. So I'm going to use the Clarins Skin Illusion. I really like this one. Wintertime, my skin wasn't really liking it, so I couldn't really wear it a whole lot. But now that I'm back to being more oily, my skin likes it. Now what we can do is our contour. You can use many different things for contouring. If you don't have a contour palette, that's totally okay. Some bronzers are okay. Some of them are a little too orange, so kind of pick and choose that. And then you can also use like a darker foundation, that type of thing. I love my contour palettes. I really find they work well with my skin, and I like powder. I prefer powder. So that being said, I am using my Smashbox. I will use this bar color first, and then I will start to use this one a little bit. So I do have a video on how to contour, so you can go ahead and go watch that if you haven't done it, or if you need some freshen up on your tips, that type of thing, then I would suggest that you go watch that. So after you're done your contour, what I'm going to do is my concealer. I really like to do that afterwards just so it stays brighter. Sometimes when you're blending your contour into your concealer, it can kind of take that brightness away. And I'm using the Clarins Instant Concealer. And I think it's shade 1. Yeah, shade 1. And after, what I like to do is go in with a beauty blender of some kind and just kind of blend it out. My nose always gets itchy whenever I do videos. I am so sorry. Alright, so I will definitely follow with filling in my brows and doing a primer on my eyeshadow. So as I said, I'm just going to kind of do like something that anyone can do. You can pick different colors if you want. That's totally okay. I've been really into playing with colors lately, but with it being kind of like a prom theme that we're going for today, I'm going to go with more neutral colors. So I'm going to pull out like my Naked palettes because they're pretty neutral. I'm going to start with my crease color because that's where we're going to get more of our definition. So what I'm going to grab is my this brush. I'm going to grab this tiny little definition brush. Love this. So I'm going to go into my Naked One palette. And I'm going to kind of flop between the Toasted and the Hustle color for my creases. So I'm going to start with Toasted. It's a little bit lighter. And with this, I want a little bit on the brush. And I'm going to start, and I'm going to go above the crease. And I'm going to bring it in. Alright, so it looks funny because it's not blended, but that's where I'm starting. Because I kind of want it, I don't want it to go round like I am used to doing, for me anyways. I want it to stand out more angled. So we're going to bring it out because we can clean this up. You can also use like more of a pointed brush. I have that too. Maybe I'll grab that to find it. So something like this as well would be a good option. So you can grab more like of this outer edge. So that's where I'm going to start with this. I'm now going to go back into with my favorite brush. Actually, not even my favorite brush. My second probably. So this one's super fluffy. It's going to do a great job at really blending. So that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to really blend this out. And I'm using it clean so it doesn't add color. It's really just blending. Okay. So now I'm going to go back in with this pointy brush, and I'm going to go into Hustle, a little bit darker. And I'm going to put this more into the crease. And then take that fluffy brush again. And just build that. So this is where we're going to leave it for now. I'm going to go in and do the other side. Alright, so easy peasy. Now what I'm going to do is, I haven't done my highlight under my eyebrow, which worked out because now it's going to really clean it up. And then I'm going to use that same color on my eyelid because the shadow that I want to use, I want it to really pop. It's like a sparkly, I've used it before. It's a little bit sparkly, so prom grad, we always want a little sparkle to our life. So that's what I'm going to do. Close up my eyeshadows. So, my highlight color that I always use, and I love this so dearly, is the Alycia Ombre Velour Supreme in Peach. It's a cream eyeshadow, but it works wonderful. You want to use like this type of brush here. If it ain't goes flat. Alright, flat guys. And I'm going to dip into this color here. And I'm going to start by highlighting my brows. Alright, so now I'm going to take it and I'm going to use it as my base color on my lid. So I don't want to take too much of this darkness away, but I really want this color that I'm going to put on to really pop. I'm just taking my finger to kind of smooth it out just to make sure it's not a thick coat because it is cream. Okay. I'm even going to go in here a little bit. Alright, so it's brightened my eyelids. It'll help this color to pop like crazy. I'm going to use the same brush. So they don't sell them anymore, but I love them. They're the Alycia's loose powder, and they're super sparkly. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pat this on. I'm going to leave this color out. I might need it after I do my eyeliner and everything, just to kind of touch up that sparkle. And what I am going to do is I'm going to go back in with this one just to give this color, make sure it's nice and clean as well. If you want it to go darker, feel free. There's nothing wrong with that at all. So the next step is definitely going to be your eyeliner. You can use many different versions. For a strong eyeliner look, I really like my Lancome Grandiose Liquid. It is running low, so I gotta shake it upside down so I get color. Alright, so with this one, I'm gonna use my camera for my mirror. Alright, so nice angled, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to line my eye. I might just stick with it being like that. I might go a little thicker. I'm going to do the other side first. Yeah, I'm going to stick with it like that. So, before I do anything further, I need to set my concealer. So, NYX Loose Translucent Setting Powder. It's white, so I'm going to take my Beauty Blender. I've got one side that I use for this, and I'm going to just kind of dip it into this powder and go underneath my eyes. Same under my nose, not under, and a little bit down under here. And you want that to sit for a few minutes, so I'm going to look like a goofball. Like, look at this. I look like I'm ready for hockey. Alright, so that's what I'm going to do. And then, while it's setting, I'm going to go back into my Naked palette. And I'm going to grab my favorite brush for this. This guy here. It's like a smudge brush, so it's really great for what I want to do. I use it all the time. I'm going to go into Hustle, so the darker one, and I'm going to give underneath my eyes a little more definition with this eyeshadow. I don't want too much, which is why I use eyeshadow. You have more control. See how that just adds a little more drama. Alright. So after this step, like after we're done, you're more than welcome to do lashes, or you can just do mascara, whatever you find you want to do. Lashes are a lot of fun, so I'm going to use lashes today, which I'm just going to put on now. Curl your eyelashes beforehand, before you put false lashes on. This will help bind them. Okay, and I'm just going to go ahead, put glue on this one. You always want your glue on your lashes to set for a few seconds so the glue becomes tacky. If it's wet, then it can slide all over the place. And I always find I keep it in this, I don't know if you can see, this U shape. This allows it to adhere to the shape of your eye a whole lot better too. So I've never done this on camera, bear with me. See how like gorgeous that looks? Phenomenal. Alright, I just want to make sure with my So before we do the other lash, I'm just going to blend this in because I'm kind of tired of looking like a goofball. Alright, so while we're letting lashes dry, blush. We went with a very like neutral, so you can really go with any blush that you want. I want my cheeks to pop a little bit, so I'm going to go with this nice pink shade. Highlight. Can't skip highlight. So, as always, I'm going to go into my Luna favorite highlight. And there we go with that. So last is lips. We can definitely go with a more neutral lip if we want to, because we do have more definition on the eyes. You can go, honestly, you can do whatever you want with this look because it is very neutral. I'm going to show you, I think, a red lip. I'm going to use the Smashbox Metallic in Crimson Red. This is a really beautiful red, so let me show you. Alright, and now we're prom ready, right? So you've got your highlight, you have your lashes, you have your lipstick. As I said, if you're not comfortable with a red lip, you can definitely go with more of a neutral base, but I wanted to kind of switch things up a little bit for you today. So I really hope you learned a lot. If you have any questions, give me a shout. I'll write the product list. And please subscribe. I really appreciate you watching, and stay tuned for more videos. Don't forget my Instagram and my Facebook account at True You Makeup Artistry, and we'll see you soon. Bye guys.